So Yamato just got here today about 30 minutes ago. I'm gonna open her right now. Got her from Hobby Genki, and I got FedEx shipping, and it got here in like I think 2 days. So the box looks to be about the same size as the version 2 gear for Luffy. Maybe I will get it and compare the sizes. Looks pretty similar in size though. Okay, so here it is. And they're not the same size after all. Not sure why this matters, but I just like to compare boxes. So yeah, the gear for Luffy's definitely a lot bigger of a box. A little under 9 inches deep. 14 inches tall. And about 15 inches wide. Now I'll weigh it before I open it. £4 and 14 ounces. I like the box art on this. I think it's pretty good. Really wish I had the box knife because these damn scissors are too thick. See, I cut the box right there because of the scissors. Okay, so I got the box knife now. Should have just went and looked for it in the first place, but. So this one's got some twist ties on it, just right there, and back here. So I finally got those little ties off of the back, so it should open now. They got a lot of plastic around it, which is good. Seems like they're getting better with that, packing them a lot better, putting all this plastic than the little padding over here. So now she's out. And here's her weapon. It's pretty long. And these damn little stands. Support poles. Right, so here she is out of the box now. And the paint job just looks amazing, as it should on a Portrait of Pirates Maximum figure. And the detail on her toes looks really great also. And this thing, I don't know what she's standing on, but it's something. Let's see the other foot. Yeah, just amazing detail. And then right here just looks beautiful how they got that shading right there, the darker red. Then it just keeps going up through here. And then also you can see that kind of orange color right there at the bottom, which is supposed to be like lighting from this shining up onto it. See, there's her hand, you can see her fingernails. Just great attention to detail. I wish these were removable because she doesn't even wear them that long once she takes the mask off. I mean, it's maybe like 2 episodes or 5 at the most. I can't remember, but I know she doesn't wear them very long at all once her mask is off. See, and there's the face. I think the face looks good. So she's got this little placeholder in her hand. Take that off. It seems to stay in just like that. Let me higher this so you can see. And just put this part back in. Okay, so right here, I turned it right, so you gotta position this right, because you could just turn it around in her hand like that. But I think the correct spot is like right there. Because you can see the colors on this, that the way they colored it, like it's being lighted by whatever's coming out of the bottom of this base. It's like right there, and it looks like it should continue there, so pretty sure that's the right spot to put it in. I think I would prefer it if they didn't add all this orange lighting onto it. Like, this lighting just kind of looks like some rust or something right here. I think it's kind of unnecessary. Like, I'd rather just have it painted normally without this fake lighting effect on it, but it is what it is. And I bought it knowing that it's painted like that, so not really complaining. Just hope they stop doing that in the future. But yeah, there's just detail everywhere on this. And right here I noticed that the back of her shirt or whatever it is she's wearing doesn't even touch her back right there, so I thought that was a pretty nice detail that they actually sculpted it like that, you know, not just flat stuck together. Then from there too, you can see it's not touching the back, but it's kind of hard to see. Then right here you can see they got some colors on the inside too. More of that orange lighting color with the red, and then some kind of purple in there too. You can see right there, you can see the purple. Right here you can see the light shining through it. But yeah, I just thought that was some really great attention to detail, how they sculpted it like that to actually look like 2 separate pieces instead of just like fusing this red and the white and then her skin all in one piece. They actually left those gaps to make it look really good. And then her horns look great also, how it's like that gradient where it's like orange then transitions to red is just done perfectly there. And then the hair, So it does look here like it's got all three colors. The changes in the tip, it barely gets a little darker at the end right there. But mostly it does look to be just two colors. Let me get the manga. You can see here it's very clear, distinct, different colors. The white, then that, I don't know, kind of mint color or something in the middle, then blue towards the end. Well, it's a big chunk of blue there. But here, it's not really as apparent at all. It looks like it's just two colors. But it does still look amazing, just the overall quality of it, but I am disappointed that they didn't do the hair color like that. Like, why the hell not do it right? Who knows? It's kind of like translucent. So you can see how her hair is translucent if I turn this light on. You can see it shining through. And then with just the one light, you can see it kind of reflects off of it. I guess it looks pretty nice. That's just the effect they were going for, I guess. It doesn't make sense to me though. Like, her hair isn't translucent, so why make it like that for the figure? It would make sense maybe if they did it like the translucent for like Prometheus on Big Mom, or like some kind of fire attack of any character, Nami's lightning or something, but yeah, it does kind of give that effect here where you can see it like reflecting off of it. It's a fun effect, but I guess accuracy isn't their main focus when they're making these figures. And now for the support poles. This keeps happening where they don't put the poles in the promo images, and then the figure will just release and they'll have either one or two support poles. In this case there's two. Didn't happen with Zoro, but I assume the new Maximum Big Mom will have some support poles with it because she's leaning really far back. What they should do is just figure it out in the first place and then put them in the images so people actually know what they're getting. So this one looks like it just goes right here. I think you can raise it a little bit by pulling it out. So yeah, just like that. Now it's supporting this thing in the back. And then this one goes onto the weapon right here. Guess it goes right there like that. So yeah, it's a shame that it has to come with these. Like, I'm sure they could figure out a better way, at least for the weapon to not need one. Like, they could maybe change the angle she's holding that a little bit so they can hook this to this thing she wears on her back. Then that could support it. I don't know. They really should have just done her in this pose, like she's holding her weapon on the floor, kind of like the Maximum Kaido. So that would have acted as support, and then she just standing straight up, so she wouldn't have been needing those support poses to hold up her back or her weapon, I don't think. And then you can see her hair really good right here, so if they would have colored it right, it would have looked really good in this pose. I feel like they tried too much to put them in these odd poses where they need support poses when they could do just a simple pose like this that would look great. Alright, so here she is from the front now with both of the display poles, support poles. Depends what angle you look at it from. If you look from like right here, you can't really see the one in the back, but this one is clearly visible. And it seems to be pretty necessary because this doesn't stay in her hand too good. It's a lot of weight just hanging down. I mean, it it does stay without it, but the whole angle of it changes, and over time it might just slide out and bend her hand if you don't use the stand down there. Let me take it off and see it kind of falls like that if you take it off. I mean, maybe it could last a while like that, but I don't think I want to take the chance, so probably just gonna leave it like this when I display her. Here she is now on the shelf with Zoro and Odin. And she's just huge. She's a lot taller, a lot bigger than them both. The figure is. Yep, there. So there's where she's gonna be. So here she is now with the Figuarts Zero Yamato. And the Portrait of Pirates one just beats it in every aspect. The only thing that I like better about this Figuarts Zero one is the hair. They got the hair right on this one. Like, imagine how good the hair could have looked on the Portrait of Pirates if they would have done it like this with these colors, but with the quality and detail of Portrait of Pirates. That would have just been amazing. That would have made the figure like go up another level for me. If I was good at painting, if I knew how to paint, I'd probably repaint the hair myself. So I think I might actually like the Figuarts Zero better from the back, except for this deformed leg, of course, but the hair is just so much better than this in my opinion. Like, I think it's sculpted better, colored better. It's just better in every aspect. Like, you can see they got the little lines on it. Makes it look like it does in the manga and anime, and then you can see how each strand is like clearly separate. It's not like one big clump. Let's see. You can see how they're all separated there. But then this, the Portrait of Pirates, is just like one big clump of hair. And another thing I noticed after examining it so much is that it seems to be bigger where it starts and gets smaller towards the end, and I think that's a part of what makes me not like it, because as you can see here, they almost get bigger towards the end, start smaller and get bigger at the end, and this just does the opposite. It's just like all big clumps of hair, and they're fat at the back and skinny at the end, which is just inaccurate based off all the pictures I've seen and the anime, the manga. And this is what it should look like. Even like the other prize figures of her, they get the hair right too, the color and the shape. Like, the Figuarts Zero captures it perfectly, and I think so do most of the prize figures. I'll look at some pictures and see, but the Portrait of Pirates just, it's wavy in a different way, and it's not the right way. Her hair has a very specific shape and flow to it, and they just completely missed it with the Portrait of Pirates. But that's just my opinion. So overall, I think the quality of this is just amazing. I'm really glad it doesn't have any seam lines that just appeared on the final product, like with the Gear 4 version 2 Luffy, that had a seam line on each side of his body and then a really bad one on the neck. But I'm really glad this one just came out looking just like the official pictures. There's no seam lines that I can notice, and I'm not going to go looking for them, because if I don't see them now, why look for them? But yeah, and then it just has great attention to detail. I always love when they do really detailed like toenails and fingernails on figures, and they did them really good on this one. Her toes don't look like they're like fused together like I see even with some resins. They're really separated really well, and I also love how you can see the gaps in her clothing to make it really look like it's two separate pieces. And then this shade in here, just, I love it. So yeah, the overall, just the quality and there's no paint defects on mine. The quality is just great. It looks like the promo images, except for them deciding to add those support poles. Like I said, they really need to just show the support poles in the pictures or do a different pose so it doesn't need them. But yeah, in terms of just overall quality, I think it is great.